admit it, you're stuck. But Mr. Nelson don't care. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Watch Mr. Nelson draw. Listen to him tell his tales. And see what you saw. All whistles and bells. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say from the very start. Behold Mr. Nelson's art. Hear what has to say.
All right. That song needs more lyrics, you know, but not anytime soon because, I mean, I didn't think of it now. What makes anyone think I'll think of it later? They probably shouldn't. So, anyway, going to draw Mother of the Year. Monica Tutt, I believe. Or no, that was the woman who ran over her kid. What was her name again? She didn't run over the kid. She left him with a brain injury after she drunkenly crashed into some parked cars. Her mugshot is not as prominent. I suppose I could go back to that one. Who's this one? I'm forgetting her name. Sandy Ramona Goodman. Yeah, Sandy. Well, she burned her kid, one of them in particular, because he has some sort of mental challenges. She beat the others, but him in particular burned him severely and apparently considered selling him, according to the Google searches on her phone and all that. So, oh boy, just a lovely lady altogether. So anyway, we'll get into that. Okay, I'm seeing the chat. Stealth Chaos. Hey, Doug. Hi, Stealth. I finally tracked you down, you old Humbert. Yeah, well, this is where I've been. Stealth Chaos. Major Steve Martin vibes on today's Patcast. Yeah. Well, Steve Martin's quite the influence. But, of course, the King Tut song, yeah. Stealth continues. I hope it was a sick burn at least. Well, it doesn't get any sicker when your own mother, dumps scalding water on you, burns you with, I guess, an iron or something. Who the hell knows? Kid had a lot of burns on him. So the siblings said that Mommy beats us when we get loud. So I don't know if this kid was the loudest, but the father, they talked on the phone, or texted rather, and obviously he's not all that in the picture, but she was complaining about him, and father suggests she whoop his ass. Well, which I assume she probably did, but she took it a step further and burnt just about every part of him, and then had quite a few interesting searches on Google, including ultimately, how do you sell your kid, all this type of stuff. But first, boy, how do you cover up burn wounds, that sort of thing. And sure, it might all just be coincidental. She was just like, I've always been curious if anyone ever needed to do that, how would they? That kind of thing. But she claimed that he accidentally, she was boiling some water, left the kitchen for a bit, and then heard the kid screaming, came back and saw him jumping up and down after he must have gotten into the boiling water and discovered it was very hot. Uh, well, they didn't go for that in the examination, as quite a few of the burn wounds were already in the process of healing, meaning they were pretty old. And then further examination read, oh, look, he's got even more wounds. And yeah, so she's a piece of shit. I mean, so I don't know where they didn't really specify where the kids ended up. Maybe there's grandmother or something like that. They are aware of the father. I mean, he suggested that she whoop his ass, but he didn't say anything about burning him. So maybe he gets the custody. You know, but yeah, she didn't really handle this well, and was seeking perhaps to sell the child, maybe all of them. I think she had 3 altogether. I don't know. Kind of like that earlier story of the couple that was trying to sell their kid for a 6-pack and $1,000, I think it was. But the guy was willing to throw in the 6-pack. They seemed quite impressed with that. So, but they didn't burn the kid. And the kid's still alive in this instance, so there's that. Unlike the other story where, man, she's got more forehead than I'm doing here. I gotta change this up a bit. Yeah, the second really disgusting couple. Well, they killed the kids, so they're still the worst here. But this lady was right on their heels, and being worst mom, I guess. I decided burning the kid was somehow going to correct the whatever mental problems he has. Yeah, I don't think that treats that. I don't think it makes it better. Oh boy. And plus, you just couldn't find the right Google search, I guess. And by her mugshot, doesn't appear to be. It just seems like she's being inconvenienced for the most part here. And I mean, sure, going to jail is quite an inconvenience, but maybe you shouldn't have burned your kid. Well, there's no baby about it. You don't do that. But well, she did. So, oh no, oh no. And it's almost like the letter M. Let's see. There we go. I forget. Yeah, I think she's in her 30s. I can't quite, or almost, something like that. But somehow having kids just, I don't know, it just didn't seem right for her. Some people are really cut out for it. Some, not so much. But gee, you think maybe the kid's like really traumatized by all this? Well, if you're gonna be traumatized, this is the sort of thing to do it with. And but yeah, I don't think she's sitting there. Ah, damn, what was I thinking? I shouldn't have done that. Oh man, am I really sorry. I guess things just got to me, but I should have sought help or something, you know? I just dumping a pot of boiling water on your kids. Probably not the best solution to a problem, you know? And oh boy, those Google searches looking for someone to buy children. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, it's probably not going to work. So I'm not sure what the defense could possibly be, you know? Hmm. It's going to be a tough one. Let's see here. I got a few more. Well, I'll have to click on the thing. All right. Okay. Stealth Chaos King Tut. Yes, Steve Martin's song. So it was Monica Tut. So a distant relative, but nevertheless, if you get a chance, I would love to hear you mention a few favorite movies. Oh, geez. Why can't I ever just answer that? Lawrence of Arabia, Godfather is up there. Uh, well, Star Wars, it's more Empire Strikes Back, I suppose. Um, Close Encounters, I like that one. Liked Pulp Fiction. A lot of people, I think, like Reservoir Dogs better, but I was always more Pulp Fiction. Maybe just how it was all set up, I guess. Um, and then again, a lot of people I've heard say they think Goodfellas is better than Godfather, and then all kind of fights break out and stuff. But I don't know. I mean, I love Goodfellas, and then and Casino. That's a good one. Ting like that, you know. Um, there's the Sons of Katie Elder, John Wayne. I like that. Of course, The Shootist is pretty good. It's his last film, and it fits in with it, and it's kind of I think Unforgiven is far superior, which is yes another great film, but it's kind of the same idea, It's like the gunfighters' twilight years, that type of thing. Stealth Chaos, I hope some of your regulars show up soon. I feel like I don't deserve an almost private live audience. Well, maybe sooner or later. You said directors. I have a lot of catching up to do. Favorite directors? Well, you go down the list. Stealth Chaos, Johnny got his gun. Stealth Chaos, it's like something out of the Brothers Grimm. You mean this drawing? Oh yeah, right. Yeah, she boiled her child. Yeah, you got a point. Stealth Chaos, Hall and Oates did not go far that either. Stealth Chaos, Kamala Harris's basement. I don't know. Stealth Chaos, just a hunka burning love. Well, I don't think there was a lot of love left there. Stealth Chaos, maybe Nancy Pelosi got dibs. Yeah, she doesn't even care about it. Unedited Billy T. Great talent, best to you. Thank you, unedited Billy T. Stealth Chaos 2. Stealth Chaos, at least you are using a pencil, unlike that heathen Tass. Oh, that's right. You just go straight for the pen. Well, it's faster to get it inked that way, Stealth Chaos, why does she have Pat Dixon's eyebrows? Yeah, I guess she does. Well, these things happen. Although I suspect his is more real than hers. I'm not sure. I'm looking at the picture here. No, I guess those, yeah, those are real. All right. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's, distant cousins and stuff. Unedited Billy T. Chemicals in a woman change after birthing. So you think it's postpartum type thing? You know, after the third child. Stealth Chaos, at least they were spared Joker 2 Folie à Deux. Yeah, well, I wasn't. I saw it. Stealth Chaos, the defense would be white privilege. Wonder. Yeah, they'll figure it out some kind of way. A. Thompson, OMG. The Tetrarch of Apathy looks like Prince's lips on a caricature of a young Clint Eastwood. Huh. And that's funny. I was mentioning Unforgiven. Maybe Tetrarch of Apathy, Hell, Everyone. All right. So now I'll add in the ink pot of the drawing of Miss Goodman. Yeah. Miss Goodman. She didn't really make much use of the good part of the name, did she? I don't think so. And of course, innocent till proven guilty, but child was in her care. Her idiot story didn't really add up. And then there's all those Google searches about, hey, how do you cover up burns on flesh? Yeah, she was thinking, hey, this might come up later. I might want to look that up. And I mean, it went on and on. I can't remember all the stuff she was just looking up. Different ways and how to hide and what kind of bugs. And that was right. That was one of her excuses when her first story was that she had left a pot of boiling water on the stove. The kid messed with it and he burned himself. And oh no, she came, back to find him screaming and all that. And then it's, yeah, but what about all these other ones? Oh, blah, blah, blah. Well, that was bugs. A bunch of bugs bit him. Bug bites don't do that. But anyway, that was one of the Google searches. She was looking for bugs that bite and leave, welts and stuff like that. But she was already thinking, see? It's like, that could be the excuse. I don't know if she was searching for how she can, go find some bugs to infest her house with or apartment, whatever. But I just say, oh boy, the skeeters are really bad this time of the year. They're not going for it. So you're saying, hey, that's not the proper way to discipline a child. Hey, even a troublesome one. So, and she's like, well, I was unaware of this. So I suppose say it's a cultural thing or something. Oh, well, never mind then. Kind of like how they do it in Europe when the guy says, what do you mean? I can't rape women? Oh. And he's like, well, I had a sexual emergency, so I had to. Oh, well, you poor dear. You're free to go. Yeah. I don't know what the emergency would be here. Could have said it was like a religious thing, like she thought the child was possessed and thought the scalding water would exorcise the demon, Maybe could have gone that route. But instead, said it was an accident and, the bugs. The authorities were not impressed. So she's in jail. And apparently, like the other kid said, that Mama beats them when they get loud. So I guess this kid was particularly noisy. And instead of a beating, he got a scalding. uh, several times over, apparently, because, again, said, hey, what about all these other burns? Oh, that. No, that's a bug. And yeah, Pat said it must have been fireflies. Yeah, I mean, can you imagine like that? If that's what fireflies do. They're flying around, spewing fire on everybody. Good Lord. Talk about, biblical. Beyond, they talk about the locusts and they come and eat all the crops and stuff, Yeah, but these bugs, they spit fire. They really are. Dragonflies. Yeah, what if the dragonflies actually did spit fire and stuff? They're just, well, they're supposed to eat the mosquitoes. I guess, that's their purpose in life. And it's a noble cause because I don't like mosquitoes, I can't imagine anyone who would. And if you do, don't want to know you. That's one of those things. Is everything on this earth here for a purpose? What the hell is that purpose? I guess to provide struggle, make you stronger, give you purpose, make you powerful. Stuff like that, Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the whole reason for mosquitoes, cockroaches, or something. Unless, again, you find out the cure for cancer is just eat the cockroaches and you won't get cancer. How about that? It's like, gotta eat them, But don't worry, they'll figure out things to make them more flavorful. It's probably what's going to be on the menu by edict anyway. Lo and behold, it cures cancer, But then again, with all the ingredients and stuff, the fructose corn syrup, and then it ends up causing cancer. You just can't win. Chocolate covered roaches. Could be that. Maybe some caramel. I don't know. What would it take for you to eat a roach? Let me see here. Stealth Chaos Bone Tomahawk Rocks. Stealth Chaos Pulp Fiction greater than Reservoir Dogs. Yeah, that's my take. That's what I tend to go with. Stealth Chaos Goodfellas is way more fun than Godfather. Yeah, well, they're really very different from one another in that. Stealth Chaos, I love that you are into David Lean. Well, the films, yes, but Tetrarch of, the Lawrence of Arabia is immaculate. You look at that, and a lot of lessons there, framing and all that. Tetrarch of Apathy, he's clumsy whenever she's angry. Stealth Chaos, no. Kubrick on today's Doug's pick list. Oh, good Lord. Boy, you got me there. Well, of course, Dr. Strangelove, 2001, The Shining, good stuff like that. Full Metal Jacket, it's like the boot camp story. And then after that, it's like, you can leave. There's more to the movie, sure, but man, that whole story there, pretty much after that, yeah, it kind of fizzles, how do you follow that up, Anyway, Stealth Chaos, Pat Dixon as a Newport child barbecuer. Good Lord. My goodness. I won't be titling it that. Stealth Chaos Doug's Bugs. Yeah. Stealth Chaos Grave of the Fireflies. Yeah. That does sound like a title, doesn't it? Or Lord of the Fireflies, you know. Stealth Chaos Exorcist 2 was Locust and Pazuzu heavy. It was more poo-poo heavy. I mean, that was a god-awful film. Jeez, it stunk. Stealth Chaos Lolita. Yeah. Never saw it and probably never will. That's really disgusting. Even though, you know, I do the James Mason. Yes. Look, it wasn't me. It was her. Wasn't it? Stealth Chaos or A Star is Born. Yeah, which... Yeah, I didn't see that either. Stealth Chaos. Grave is a high-class Japanese anime, so Grave of the Fireflies. Well, let's hope we keep the Fireflies in the grave. I mean, if they're spitting fire everywhere, you know. According to this lady, that's what happened. Not really. I'm going to go out on a limb, but I think she was just making stuff up. Oops, sorry. There we go. Drop that into the trash can. But, man, all these things popping. Stealth Chaos. I thought your whole Mason bit was lifted from Lolita. Well, kind of. I mean, initially it got started when we was doing the early episodes of Late as Fuck, and we would just look at clips and stuff, and we got on the Salem's Lot, you know, the original miniseries, and of course he was the servant of the vampire in that one. And that scene where he's challenging the priest, and you know, it's just, what do you say, shaman? Your faith against the master. And then the tree, and you'll let the boy go? Yeah. I don't know. It was just funny. And got kind of stuck on James Mason, you know. So that's how that went. Still, the best scene is the Three Stooges moment. You just can't top that. Of all the ways to depict a vampire killing a bunch of people, hey, I know. He'll do a Mo Howard. And well, it worked. I mean, they dropped dead instantly, you know. You can't beat the master. It's not. I'm trying to remember. I did watch the recent remake on Netflix, and you know, I've heard people that hate it. You know, it's not as good as the miniseries, because I think the miniseries, being a miniseries, had much more time to flesh out the story and backgrounds of people and all that sort of stuff. And it's also a little more credible as they slowly begin to realize what's going on here. Whereas for a 2-hour movie, they kind of had to jump ahead. But still, they could have had a little bit of dialogue to explain how the principal or whatever just suddenly realizes, holy crap, we got vampires. And you would have to stipulate that he's encountered this sort of thing before. But it didn't really happen, you know. Stealth Chaos. I'm having all my assumptions challenged today, just when you think you have Doug sussed. The Tetrarch of Apathy, you, Doomcock, and Robert G. Lee, comedian, are the only ones I know who do James Mason impressions. You're pretty good. Well, thank you. Your Mason is uncanny. Stealth Chaos, can you do Peter O'Toole as Lawrence? Not at the moment. I'd have to review it again. Still chaos. Powell Pressburger. Powell Pressburger? Yeah, I'm blanking on it. Okay, well, I think we're done here for Miss Goodman. So there she is, uh, the child burner, and she burnt the child over, I guess, being too loud or some crap. Who the hell knows? But I mean, the father said, "Well, whoop his ass." He said, "Whoop it, not burn it." But she decided, you know what? Gonna burn it. Gonna burn his ass. And everywhere else, I don't know. Maybe that's the one place he didn't burn, or she didn't burn. Who the hell knows? And didn't really fix her problems. I wouldn't think. Well, I do think, but I wouldn't think that would solve the problems. Giggle, giggle, tee hee. Come on. Oh, yeah, that's what I got to do. Got to position the image so I can draw. All right, so this is the lady driving drunk for the millionth time, apparently. She has quite the DWI record. So she smashed into some parked cars. So it's not like it's a fender bender and like, that kind of thing. No, they were just minding their own business, perfectly parked, and she plowed into them, injuring her 9-year-old son, busting his skull open, that sort of thing, and just left him there. Not sure. She called her sister for help, and the sister picked her up and took her back to her place. But they both left the kid there. I mean, they tried to get him out, but that was going to be too much trouble, so they just left. Well, so I'm not sure why the sister isn't also suffering some charges, but maybe she will as they go forward. But anyway, that's the situation there. Yeah, her 9-year-old, and her main immediate concern when confronted by the police was this is probably going to ruin her dreams of having a career in nursing. Yeah. Yeah, probably. But that's what you get for being intoxicated behind the wheel. But on the other hand, how many violence does she have to do? I guess this one, well, does she hurt her own child here? Maybe they'll take this a little more seriously. But I forget how many DWIs she had. And still driving. I don't recall them. I don't think they had any charges of her like being on a suspended license or no license or any of that sort of thing. So they're just, yeah, whatever. Hope that works out. What's the worst that could happen? Well, now you know. I mean, I don't know. Can you really think, well, I was intoxicated. I love my kid and everything. Do you? And of course, hey, we can see your kid's skull through the gash in his head caused by your idiocy. Oh man, I guess this means my dreams of being a nurse are over. That's your response. Yeah. Boy, it's terrible when circumstances kind of dash your hopes and dreams. Damn, how did this happen? And why did it happen? I guess we'll never know. Uh, we're almost upon the holiday season and everything. Oh no. And all she wanted to do was take care of people, and people in need. And now she's probably going to be judged as unfit for that. And I mean, this is the sort of thing that's just going to be with her for the rest of her life. Everybody's crying over the kid with a cut in his skull, but hey, what about the drunk? Plus her car's all messed up. Oh, gee, she tried to start it to take off, but yeah, it's all messed up. So, man, on top of everything else, geez, man, what do you do? Well, they tell you to take lemons and make lemonade, but I don't know if you can squeeze that out of this one. Anyway, this is Monica Tutt. Monica Tutt. Left her kid in the car. Put a cut, or gave his skull a cut. Yeah, there you go. Something like that. And you think there'd ever be a moment where she's sitting in the cell thinking about all this, and then it finally hits her. I can't help but think that somehow this is all my fault. No, don't be ridiculous. That one. Yeah. The stresses of pursuing your nursing dream, that can be stressful. And so you need a little help from alcohol. And then I don't know where she was or where she was going, but she had to go somewhere to get somewhere, And that's how that happens. It's really all just circumstances. Yeah. Monica Tutt. I don't know if that means she can have any kind of claim to the Tutankhamun dynasty. But it just goes to show you, when there's a big bad car crash, the drunk driver is typically fine. Something about being drunk. You just go with the flow. And I guess that's something like, brace yourselves for impact, or well, maybe not. Just go limp. Make yourself as rubbery as possible. Perhaps you'll be okay. Or, just don't do that. One or the other. All right. Don't do it. Well, let me see here. Where am I? Black Narcissist, The Red Shoes. Black Narcissist. I think I did see that one. Not Red Shoes, etc. Did you know Lawrence had massive masochist tendencies? There is that talk about him that he had homosexual tendencies, and some of them say that he might have exaggerated, when he got raped, in the stories or something of that nature. Uh, yeah, he had problems. Stealth Chaos. It's the anniversary of David Bowie's Heroes album release. Can you do a sketch of his iconic cover pose? Eh, well, I don't know. I suppose I could. Stealth Chaos. Homo sapiens have outgrown their use. Oh, Homo sapiens, and you put yes there. Stealth Chaos. Believe all child burners. Yeah, well, I guess you'll try that. We'll see how that works out. Tetrarch of Apathy. That reminds me of two ladies who got pulled over for DUI, and one was worried this would keep her from being eligible to join the force. But much worse. Yeah, it probably did. Stealth Chaos. Crack would have been a better excuse. Yeah, maybe. Susan Dolan. Hail at Douglas Nelson, at Stealth Chaos, at Unedited Billy T, at the Tetrarch of Apathy. Stealth Chaos. I bet Monica Tutt could play a mean ukulele. Well, maybe we'll find out one day. Stealth Chaos. Greetings, Susan Dolan. Greetings indeed for this artsy live stream of really bad examples of motherhood. You got drunk, you were stupid, and you injured your child as a result. And then you left him there. I mean, the wound on this kid's head, they could see his skull. I mean, holy crap. Yeah. I'm not sure what the excuse would be here. I mean, years later, your drunken idiot mother just left you in the wreckage. Yeah, but she's my mom. Yeah. Well, she gave birth to you, but it'd be hard pressed to try to figure this one out. I wonder, how the lawyer says, all right, you have issues or so. Look, just throw yourself on the mercy of the court. Oh, well. And again, just in time for the holidays. Well, almost. Haven't had Halloween yet, so. But how that goes. Some stores already got their Christmas stuff in there. That's the big kahuna. That's the big one. Although Halloween, I think they do make quite a lot of money off of that one. You sell the jack-o'-lanterns, the candy, of course, and masks. Some people like to do up their house with, mannequins of Frankenstein or something like that. That's a lot of trouble. And then, you do all the lights for Christmas. Have some little Santa Claus thing or a nativity scene in the yard. And there you go. Then, New Year's, you get drunk and laid and go back to our miserable lives and do it all again. A few months later, pretty much, That's holidays. Yay. Well, I'm afraid Santa Claus will have A lump of coal for Miss Tut. All right. There we go. Our Mothers of the Year. Ain't that sweet? Let me see here. Stealth Chaos. I bet Monica Tutt could play him. Oh, you said that. Yeah, I'd read that one. Stealth Chaos says, greetings, Susan Dolan. Stealth Chaos. Lawrence was into flagellation. He wrote about it in his auto bio. Stealth Chaos. Mother, you had me, but I never had you. John Winston Lennon. Yeah. Well, he changed the Winston to, oh no, you know. Yeah. Stealth Chaos. That portrait looks like Oscar Wilde. Yeah, it kind of does. Maybe she should change her name to Monica Wilde. The Tetrarch of Apathy. Hail Susan Dolan and anyone I've missed. Yeah, that kind of covers it, doesn't it? All right. There's those two. Let's see. Oh, there was that guy who ran over the kid, and then the kid was stuck on his rooftop of his vehicle. He finally noticed, pulled over, shoved the kid off, and then drove away, making it all a hit and run. Yeah. Oh, wait, I gotta. Oh, come on, put it in there. No. Back again. Capture the image. Put it in place. They can't see what you're doing. Turn that off. Why are you doing this? Why? Okay. Oh, God. Why? I'm trying to get this thing into Photoshop. Oh, wait, I know. That's how you trick that bastard. And now we'll have this idiot. Yeah. All right. That'll make the subject matter thought as it were for the live stream. Yes. Yeah, she's a wild woman. Yeah. Yeah, having a wild night, and wasn't going to let having to take care of your injured child get in the way of her wild times. Oh, yeah. All right, I'll take a break here and play some Nelson News and Bayou Crime Report. Yeah, there's that too. And then I'll draw this idiot who hit a kid, got him stuck on his car roof, and fled the scene. Apparently, the authorities don't approve of that behavior. No, they don't.
This is a Nelson News Bulletin. Ex-con busted for New Year's Day dildo battery. Hello, I'm Mr. Nelson. After being derided as a limp dick in need of Viagra, an ex-con retrieved a pink dildo from a bedroom shelf and battered his girlfriend with the sex toy. Investigators charge that Stephen Nerdin, 38, attacked the woman during a 1:20 a.m. confrontation at a residence in Pinellas County, Florida. Nerdin and the victim were arguing about their relationship when Nerdin became upset upon being told that he needed an erectile dysfunction medication to address his sexual shortcomings. Nerdin allegedly then took a dildo and shoved it into the 35-year-old victim's mouth. The woman also told police that Nerdin punched her in the left eye while she tried to push him off. After being read his rights, Nerdin claimed not to remember using the dildo as a weapon, but recalled that the victim had punched him in the right eye during the altercation. Arrested for domestic battery, Nerdin was booked into the county jail on the first-degree misdemeanor count. He's being held in lieu of $2,500 bond. A judge has barred Nurden from having any contact with the woman he is alleged to have battered. Additionally, if he secures his release on bond, Nurden will be fitted with a continuous alcohol monitoring device. The dildo was not seized by investigators. Nurden, who has an extensive rap sheet, was released from state prison just 4 months before the incident, serving more than 13 years for armed robbery, aggravated assault, and felonious possession of firearms. Well, what a way to ring in the new year. But you know, by beating her with a dildo, he kind of proved her point, didn't he? This has been a Nelson News Bulletin.
Ah, geez, it's supposed to play the other one. Man. All right, I'll take care of that.
And now it's time for the Bayou Crime Report. Louisiana Mayor Misty Roberts, 42, accused of raping a minor 1 week after her abrupt resignation. Hey, I'm Red Neckerton. Well, yeah, Louisiana mayor abruptly took a leave of absence before resigning last week is accused of raping a minor during her time in office. Well, I guess we can guess why the resignation took place. Former DeRidder Mayor Misty Roberts was charged with third-degree rape and contributing to the delinquency of juveniles. Oh, more than one. An investigation into the 42-year-old mayor, who was in her second term, was opened on July 26 after the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office requested the state police look into a complaint against Roberts. There's the mug shot. Now, you know, mug shots are, they aren't too flattering. Well, over 42, not bad. As the investigation progressed, Louisiana State Police, SVU, just like the TV show, conducted interviews with 2 juveniles, one of which was the victim. Oh, I guess, the other one just watched? I don't know. Both juveniles confirmed Roberts had sexual intercourse with one juvenile victim while employed as mayor. A warrant for Roberts' arrest was issued before she surrendered herself to the police. Roberts was booked into the Beauregard Parish Sheriff's Office jail and released later on $75,000 bond. Roberts' attorney called his client innocent while calling out law enforcement for not talking with the former mayor before her arrest. Hey, asshole, that's how it goes. They got the goods, they get the warrant, they come get you. I mean, at least she got to turn herself in, so shut the fuck up. God damn, come on now. I guess that was the look on her face when they showed up, But come on. You knew what was going on. That's why he took that leave of absence. Anyway, the lawyer says it's my honor to represent Misty Roberts. My client learned last night of a warrant despite not being contacted to be interviewed prior to investigators obtaining the warrant. Yeah, again, come on. You want special treatment. My client maintains her innocence, and as it stands, she is in fact innocent. We trust the public will respect her constitutional presumption of innocence, which is fundamental to our system of justice. Misty and her family are very grateful for the support they have received from their friends and neighbors, and we look forward to putting this unfortunate situation behind them. Her arrest comes after she announced she would step away from her office for 2 weeks. The same day, police launched their probe. Well, sounds like she was aware quite a bit of what was underway. So, I'm not liking this lawyer's stance here, you know. He might just stick with the innocent till proven guilty thing, you know, but... So anyway, DeRidder Fire Chief Ken Harlow was appointed as her mayor pro tem. But a day later, the disgraced former mayor submitted a letter of resignation to the City Council. So I guess the fire chief's in charge for the time being. Anyway, for nearly 15 years, my love and passion for DeRidder has been my foundation while serving as mayor. This role has rewarded me with many great relationships. Oh boy, that's a poor choice of words. I am humbled to have witnessed the hard work that took a community to come together and overcome through unprecedented times. However, I must adjust my focus and priorities. Yeah, I'll bet. Oh yeah. Yeah, she's into some stuff. Look at that. Oh, yeah. But you gotta stay in your lane, dummy. Yeah. Anyway, Louisiana Secretary of State's office must make the resignation official before City Council President Randy Larkin begins serving as the city's mayor pro tem until a new mayor is elected on March 29, 2025. Ritter. Well, that's a city just under 10,000 people. It's situated on the west side of the state, approximately 20 miles from the Texas-Louisiana border. I know it well. Been in and out of there. And so is she. Yeah. That's a damn shame, because, like I said, 42, that ain't bad. Oh, well, just goes to show, when you get caught with your hands in the cookie jar, you better make sure them cookies are well done. Or something like that. Yeah. I didn't think that through. Anyway, for Bayou Crime Report, I am Red Neckerton, reminding you, keep your goddamn holes clean.
The Bayou Crime Report is a presentation of Nelson Productions.
All right. So, yeah, that was a little local scandal. Boy, there's a lot of stuff here. Tetrarch of Apathy for their victims. Wow, that hit and run driver needs to meet that lady who ran over her fiance twice. Stealth Chaos. Stevie Lou on the loose. Stealth Chaos. Was Tut's kid battered or fried? Yeah, a little bit of both, apparently. Stealth Chaos. Go fuck yourself, San Diego. The Tetrarch of Apathy. If you're going to mouth off at a man, why choose one who's already served time for repeated violent felonies? I hate to blame the victim, but that's the epitome of a self-fulfilling prophecy. Stealth Chaos looks a bit transient. The Tetrarch of Apathy, laughing emojis, I guess. Stealth Chaos at Tetrarch of Apathy. That skirt says open for business. Stealth Chaos, did Kamala Harris date this mayor back in the day? I don't know. Did she swing that way? Stealth Chaos, nice Beetle references, Douglas. Well, yes. Yeah. The Tetrarch of Apathy, has she served the community longer than her victim has been able to walk? That's the claim, I think. Stealth Chaos, I bet he didn't walk too well after she got through with him. Boy, you think that's, transient. Well, apparently that's not the case. So, what are you going to do? All right. Here's Mr. Hit and Run. Oh, damn it. What was his name? I guess, for accuracy and reporting. What's his name? Jeez. Oh, Alex Rivera. So there we go. Here's Alex. And we'll put his picture here where I can see it. All right. And, it's a typical mugshot. He's just sitting there like, God, I got to do this. Every now and then, you get a few who are like smiling and stuff. But then again, this guy had hit some dude. The guy was stuck on the roof of his car. He pulls over, dumps him in a ditch, I guess, something like that, and leaves. So, yeah, it's not looking good for Alex here. And the guy's in the hospital. They said in critical condition. So I don't know. Depending on the injuries, that could. Man, my coat keeps hitting the stupid little microphone thing. Anyway, this could become even more serious. Of course, this guy's got a record and all that crap. Not the least of which was his license had been revoked, so he was driving without one and all that. And sooner or later, well, maybe not killed him just yet, but came close to it. So, but I mean, there's a certain thing is. Don't know if they said he was intoxicated or anything, though. Can't remember that part of it. But it's just like, oh, crap, I hit this dude, and he's on top of my car. I know, I'll just dump him off here somewhere. No one will notice, and I'll just go home. And plus, his kids are I think there were more than one kid, but one of them was his or something like that. And he did all that in front of them. Hey kids, if this ever happens, you'll know what to do. just dump them in the ditch, No. And it's probably one of those things for the police. Well, Alex, what'd you do now? Oh, geez, guys, really, it wasn't my fault. The guy on the bicycle, he came at me. Yeah. And it said the guy was stuck to his roof. I'm not sure how that happened. Unless, because it says he drove for 4 miles after that. So, and don't think it was specific at what speed he was going. But the guy was just holding on. Didn't know what to do next. I can't believe the night turned out like this. And then dude stops and shoves the guy off of the car, which I don't know how badly injured. I mean, they say he's in critical condition, so the injury was pretty severe. I mean, he got hit by a car. Um, I assume was perhaps still conscious. I don't know. I mean, because then again, if it's like did his shirt or jacket get caught in the car somehow? I don't know. Just oiled up on this asshole, flipped up in the air, and ended up stuck on, again, the asshole's car. Well, I guess Alex will have to spend some time in jail. But he could have saved himself some trouble if he at least stayed at the scene. There's really no escaping this crap. I'll just go home and everyone will forget. Unless, I don't know, there's all these people, that's what I did last time, and no one knows about it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. You know? Got some idiot tattoo. I don't know what the hell it is. Doesn't have it all over his face yet. That'll be the next thing. I'm Alex. I run over bicycle kids. Has she served the community? No, Stealth. No. Stealth Chaos. Steel Toes mugshot looked like he was having a ball. Well, yeah, the initial one. And the rest of it from the trial and stuff, yeah, not so much. The Tetrarch of Apathy sounds like a Family Guy autoways. Yeah. Tetrarch of Apathy, clothing caught on luggage rack or something like you described. Yeah, it could be that. Especially if the guy wasn't even conscious anymore. I mean, how's he staying on the roof? So, could be something of that nature. But ultimately, I think they're going to find that Alex is the responsible party here. You know? I'm no expert, but that'd be my guess. And that extra bit of just shoving the guy off the vehicle into the ditch. Yeah. You didn't do yourself any favors there, Alex. But for some reason, he thought he could get away with it, you know. I mean, how do you know if you can get away with something if you don't try? He tried. Didn't work. So, well, kids, I won't be taking you to the Halloween party this year. Gonna be a little occupied. Again, yeah, well. You gotta wonder if the kid, Daddy, you can't just leave him. Shut up. Yeah. Then, of course, I don't know. They'll probably come up later. There's warrants for him and some other crap. Oh, man. No, I can't go back. I can't go back. Oh, shit, I'm going back. Yeah, you are. Hmm. Hmm. But there is something to be said about you got to have a lot of light uh, and a little more than just one of these. Some of these guys, it's like their phone basically. And it's really small and it kind of flips up and down and stuff as they're pedaling down the road. And you want to stay to the side as much as possible and try not to cross over. Because a lot of times you don't see these idiots until you're right up on them. And now the responsible ones, they'll have at least like a white T-shirt or something. You can kind of see that a little earlier. Some of these guys, they just insist wearing black clothes and all that stuff. No reflectors or anything at all. And just completely oblivious to the surroundings. And this includes people that are on foot, stuff like that. Dad and I, when I'm on the way to work, and it's just got to constantly be on the lookout for it. And of course, a lot of times the bikes are in pretty bad shape. That cobbled them together out of the junkyard, stuff like that. Could no longer afford a car. That happens. But got a steady supply of weed and meth. Oh, yes. In between losing their minds when they can't get a fountain drink or something. Can't cash in the scratch off tickets. It's a pretty hazardous way to be, It's tough. It's tough. All right. God, that really is hard to depict that. This is his tattoo. Just looks really stupid. Just to go ahead and darken in his crappy little goatee, which he must have grown for years. Looks like he's having difficulty producing facial hair there. Anyway, that's Alex Rivera. He doesn't like bicyclists. I think there's a good point that a good chance he doesn't. But he didn't just run him over. He stopped, shoved him off the top of the car, and left him in a ditch. No mind reader, of course, but I'd say that that's somebody who doesn't give a shit about anybody, most notably bicyclists. And certainly doesn't care, right? But it could also be, God damn, look at this. Another one of these a-holes on bikes. He's probably on something or whatever. Who the hell knows? And then, what the hell was that? Oh, good. And the kids are like, Daddy, he's on top of the car. Oh, damn it. So, something like that. But these things happen, Yeah. Crap. That's it. Well, there we go. A portrait of a total piece of shit. All right. Okay. Where are we? Stealth Chaos. I bet he. Oh no, that was the other one. Steel Toe. Yeah. Family Guy. Clothing call. Right. Oh, Pat Dixon's here with $5. Why, thank you, Pat. Yeah, the Rumble rants do work, so I can get those. YouTube. Yeah, it's a different story. Ni Ga think he James Franco. Oh, I don't speak of Vietnamese. But yeah, you know what? That does look like, that is a James Franco kind of look there. And I mean, he got canceled, so who knows? Maybe he changed his name to Alex Rivera because he was having those acting classes, but only for women. And then he required them to get naked, which apparently they did. But, he's like, hey, look, there's a lot of nudity in movies. So I'll show you how to do that. Anyway, somebody decided they didn't like him anymore, and that was it for James Franco. Pat Dixon says, a-holes on bikes, LOL. Well, this is true. However, can't run them over. And if you do, you can't dump them in a ditch somewhere. That's my understanding. Stealth Chaos. Doug, any recent movie reps beside your ardent championing of the new Joker movie? I'm not championing that piece of shit. God. The main thing about the Joker movie is that if there's one thing it proved is that there was absolutely no reason other than, the cash grab, obviously, but there was just no narrative way to do a sequel, really. That's a one and done story. Said, hey, now other people come up with ideas and whatnot that maybe you could have done this or that. But I just don't think there would have been, you weren't going to get near to what the original one achieved. The only thing I could think of was, since it was a knockoff of King of Comedy and Taxi Driver, that you could have done One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest with Joker in there. Harley Quinn is Nurse Ratched, but in this one they fall in love, But it's basically a movie that has no real point to it. It's a repetition of, oh boy, Arthur Fleck is a battered, beaten down guy, and he's miserable, and he escapes in his fantasies, and then they pad it out with these dumb songs to stretch out the time because there's nothing there, and then that's it. So, waste of time and money, and of course, massive amount of money spent on this as compared to the original, which was done very cheaply, and yet hit $1 billion. That's what happened there. So White Dixon, Pat Dixon, the White Diddy. Oh yeah, Franco. Yeah, did he have his Frank out with baby oil and everything? Maybe his thing was whipped cream. I don't know, but but see, he had the cleverness to say this was all about art and education and learning a trade in Hollywood. So that's what he did. But then eventually someone, hey, wait a minute. I'm not making it in Hollywood. No, you got made, but you didn't make it. No. The Tetrarch of Apathy, SOP in Hollywood. Stealth Chaos, the hack, blah, blah, needed a giant new heyday. That hack, blah, blah. Oh, you mean Todd Phillips? Yeah. I mean, I just, they were saying, they initially asked him and Joaquin Phoenix about could there be a sequel to this? And his initial response, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, go with that. I suppose they could have offered to do the same approach to another DC character that's taken completely out of its element and redone like that. But I don't know. I just didn't really see anything further to that film. And certainly this looks very much like a slap job. They basically robbed the studio, who were stupid enough to jump on this just because, oh boy, just the brand name alone will bring them out. By now, you have to understand that's not true anymore. So I didn't think it would bomb this bad and it would be this god awful, but it was. So I guess that's an achievement of some sort, The Stealth Chaos, Epstein is the white Diddy, well, Jewish one. Yeah, I guess so. That appears to be the case. And I remember seeing an article a couple of days ago that there's a bunch of people who more than likely and very likely were involved in those parties with Diddy. And they're already reaching out to make settlements with these victims, So look, how many zeros to keep you quiet about this? Of course, in the criminal prosecution, whatever videos come into evidence, well, you're going to have a hard time keeping that under wraps. But, they're making the effort to try to stamp out the fire. But that's the thing about wildfires, they have to take on a life of their own. Tetrarch of Apathy, thanks to weak soundproofing in the doors at my local theater, I noticed Lady Gaga wasn't in peak form. Did she not pay the auto-tune bill? Well, that's another thing. They really didn't try. Let me move the chair. Oh, God, my back. Oh, geez. And a lot of it was just, that kind of thing. And and the songs were all old songs. And they're in the early mid to 80s. You'd think it would be more music akin to that, but it was all, I guess they wanted it to be more show tuney and stuff. But at the very least, they could have had songs that applied more to the Joker's story in the situation that he was in. And also they could have beefed up more that some kind of cult of celebrity had formed around him. I mean, it's there, but vaguely, that kind of thing. I mean, hell, just go to AI songs. You can put in the prompt, tell them what you want. And maybe you could re-perform it. You have your actors sing it and all that. But there you go. You got brand new songs just for you in your work. But it just reeks of lazy slap job stuff. But they got paid, So they're the ones who made money. I don't expect they'll be getting these deals anytime soon. Because, man, that's a spectacular collapse. Stealth Chaos. Gaga, I hate to say her dumb, pretentious name. Yeah. I forget. Is her real name like Veronica or something? I can't remember. Anyway, Stealth Chaos at Tetrarch of Apathy. Adrenochrome plays havoc on the vocal cords, and she sounds generic on her best day. Yeah, I never really thought she was that great of a singer, But I don't know. I guess it's just all the weird outfits and stuff. Anyway, Tetrarch of Apathy, John Branyan joke. I want Lady Gaga to tour with the Goo Goo Dolls as Gaga Goo Goo. Yeah. Yeah. I guess they could do that. Stealth Chaos at Tetrarch of Apathy. Solid gag. You think it's more Gaga? Lady Gaga lot? You know, could be. Stealth Chaos. The songs in Joker 2 were also super hack. Well, they weren't original. They were just, you know, why do birds suddenly appear? You know, I mean, the one thing that gave me a chuckle was at the end where he's trying to reach out to Harley, and she starts singing again, and he's like, "Please stop singing." Yeah. Poor bastard. Stealth Chaos, still better than Gaga originals, I guess. I suppose. I don't know. Stealth Chaos. Her real name is Elizabeth Bathory. Does she bathe in blood? That's man, that's a creepy story, huh? Yeah. So, yeah, the only time I think of seeing her act was in one of those American Horror Story shows, and didn't particularly care for the story at all. But her performance in it, I didn't have that much of a problem with it. But it was a crappy show. They had one really good first season of that, and then the second one was just kind of, and they did one with witches in New Orleans that was kind of okay, but then it kind of derailed, and then it just got really stupid, and I don't know what they've done since because I think it pooped the bed. Stealth Chaos, good call. Jokum, or maybe trying to say Joaquin. Anyway, there we go. Now we know what became of James Franco. Oh boy, from Planet of the Apes and Spider-Man to being some bicycling killing or attempted killing bastard with a shitty neck tattoo and a lip ring. Yeah. How the mighty have fallen. Alias Alex Rivera. Stealth Chaos. Bathory is a kind of turn on honestly. I don't know. All covered in blood and shit. You know, they always do these things with what's her name? Vampirella. And she's hot and everything. But when they got her poured in blood and stuff, I don't like bloody titties. You know, he says, you got to wash that shit off. Plus, I think she only liked women, you know. I think she actually bit a woman's arm and took a big chunk of flesh out of her and stuff. Anyway, they ended up locking her up, walling her up in her room and left her there to starve to death. So that's one way to do a death penalty, you know. Stealth Chaos. New Hernandez Brothers series on Netflix is like gay fetish porn. Jeez. Well, you can skip that one then. Tetrarch of Apathy. I saw a headline that Gaga's album that was coming out with the movie tanked right along with it. Fine, but well, yeah, she's just singing those cover songs and stuff. I mean, yeah, she probably thought this will really establish me as a big breakout star conquering movies as well. And because they figured, yeah, the brand name alone will do it. Well, no. And they got beat by Terrifier. I mean, how much did it cost to do that one? Stealth Chaos. I think we read the same Bathory book, Dougie. Well, I didn't read the book or any book on it. I saw a documentary on her story. A couple. I mean, and there's a couple of where they talk about, you know, 6 sad crimes of the past, and also real life vampires and all that type of thing. And I guess all you got to do to be a vampire is drink blood. But in her case, she really thought, all that young blood was going to keep her young forever. So turns out that's how narcissism ends. Bloody. Whatever. Anyway, I guess that's all I'll do for this lovely episode of Later as Fuck. And probably do another one tomorrow night. That'll be something. Stealth Chaos, and love the homage scene in Hostile Aussie. Yeah, not ringing a bell. Oh well, it'll come to me at some point. So there we go. Oh boy, that was fun, wasn't it? Sure. 3 drawings. 3 drawings of criminals. 3 drawings of criminals. And again, all are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. Well, come on. They had the Texas. They had the text from What's Her Face. They had the drunken woman at the car with her kid in there, all with his head bashed in. And then Franco here pushed the guy off his car. Even his own kids are witnesses. I think they're done. I think they're done. All right. Well, have a good night, all, and we'll. Susan Dolan, see you on Pop Culture Breakdown Wednesday. Yeah, I'll see you. Oh, here's another one. And then Bathory founded the Democrat Party. Well, might have been an influence. You never know. Movie Hostel bathtub kill scene. And yeah, I didn't see Hostel. I saw Saw and Saw 2, not Hostel. So, that's pretty much all I saw of those. But, yeah. Anywho, I guess so. Yeah, a bathtub scene with a bunch of blood in it would be, hey, remember Elizabeth Bathory? Let's do a tribute to that. And then there you go. I guess they did it. All right. Good night, everybody. Thanks for watching, and we'll do it again soon.
This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my friend. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me, because this is the end. This is the end, beautiful friend. This is the end, my friend. It hurts to set you free, but you'll never follow me.